So here we are going on with this continuation of the lesson. In this part, the rights of nature on global stage. So we have to understand what are the rights of nature first. So here we come to recognize the Mother Earth, that she has got a right to live freely like all human beings. So it is not that only we, the living things like what we are, we have got the right, only animals, birds, insects and all, but even the Mother Earth who bears us all has got a right to live, and she has to be given the respect for that. And what we come to know is that is what is significant. And here one of the countries, Ecuador, gave this recognition in her constitution itself, that the rights of nature was introduced in the was implemented in its constitution, that is Ecuador. And in April 2011, what happened is that United Nations General Assembly, inspired by the Constitution of Ecuador and the Universal Declaration of Rights of Mother Earth, which was initiated by Bolivia, one more country, Bolivia. There, because of that, what we see is an organized a conference on harmony of nature, and here the United Nations declared it as the Earth Day celebration, organized a conference on the harmony of nature of part of nature as a part of Earth Day celebration. So every year we celebrate the Earth Day celebration. It is just like we have been giving the recognition, or we have been recognizing the Mother Earth, who is very important to us, and to that we celebrate a day that is called the Earth Day celebration. Like all other festivals, this is also one of the things which is celebrated world over as an Earth Day celebration on a particular day. Much of the discussion now centers on the ways to transform system based on domination of people over nature. So it is always the man who thinks that he is the master, because he has got knowledge, he has got education, he can rule over the earth, and he thinks that the earth doesn't have any say, and he thinks that he can rule over the earth or do as he wants on the earth, and that is what he is dominating, like just people over nature. So here people just go on having the power of their power used on the nature. How is like men over women, the stronger over the weaker, like that, men over women, and rich always dominate the poor. And not only like that, he come into, this was one of the new system based on the partnership. So this was one of the things which had to be abolished. That was very bad what the people were doing. They were doing the people over nature, domination was there, men over women was there, rich over poor was there, into the new system based on partnership. Everything was just like a partnership here. So then we come to know that United Nations General Report, which says harmony with nature, harmony. Yes, we have to live together in good harmony with nature. It was issued in conjunction with a conference, and it explains on the importance of reconnecting with nature. So it gives you the elaboration or the understanding and how important it is to be with the reconnecting the nature. That is the ultimate. Environmentally destructive behavior is the result of failure to recognize that human beings are an inseparable part of nature. So we are going on doing many things which are wrong on the nature, which we think we are the masters, we can do as we like on the earth. And here what we see is the repercussions of that, which is which we do on the part of the nature, that we cannot damage it without severely damaging ourselves. So what we see is, without damaging, we think that we are only damaging the part of the earth, but we just have to understand that we are not only damaging the Mother Earth, that we are damaging ourselves, because we live here, and if you spoil the environment, the effect of that is on us only. So Separatism is indeed a root of disharmony. So when we just make it a separate thing, earth is separate and we are separate, when we think that we human beings are superior than the mother earth, then there is a separateness within us. It is just like what we come is as a its separateness is indeed the root of disharmony with nature and violence against the nature and the people. So we are doing the violence against the nature. It is equal to, as a prominent South African environmentalist, that is Cormac Callinan, he says, points out, it is just like the practice of apartheid. So when we hear about apartheid, where 10% of the whites rule the blacks of 90% in Africa, and that's how we saw that the basis of the color, which was made to have such a wrong thing in the thing, where the separateness of human beings just because of the coloring, where apartheid was there in practice in South Africa, where it was destroyed lastly. So the world joined the anti-apartheid movement here. Apartheid means separateness. Yes, you are white and I am black. So here the whites just had the superiority because they were whites, and they used to treat the blacks as low. And that was one of the things of what was there in the practice of apartheid. But world joined the anti-apartheid movement to end the violent separation of people on the basis of color. So color doesn't make anything. All are human beings, the same blood, the same things. What every human being has to have, whether he is white or black, are all the same. That message was given. And apartheid in South Africa was put behind, and South Africa got independence. And today we need to overcome the wider, deeper apartheid and eco-apartheid, it is said. So here it is just like apartheid only. Just we think that we are intelligent, we are human beings are more intelligent, and we can approach and we can do as we like on the mother earth. That is what we are dominating over the earth, and it is something equal to an eco-apartheid, that it is the man domination over nature based on the illusions of separateness of humans from nature in our minds and lives. So it's already multiplied in our mind that I am superior. In our mind we think that we are the boss of this earth, what we have been having, and our lives also are superior than what the earth is. So that is called as eco-apartheid. So children, the next part of the thing what I am going to tell you people is the dead earth worldview. So according to the dead earth worldview, war against the earth began with this idea of separateness. What was the idea, very idea of why it was separated from the very thought? Why did the man think that he is separate from nature? It's a contemporary seeds. Very first seed was sown with when the living earth was transformed into dead matter. So it was just a dead matter. How this very first seed was sown is when it was introduced, when the man discovered the industrial revolution. So when the man started discovering the latest machineries to create many of the industrial revolutions. So what we came to the matter to facilitate the industrial revolution, what we came to know, monoculture replaced diversity. So earlier it was only one thought, one crop, and now man wanted to do many things, more than one. That is agricultural part or any other thing. He wanted to do more and more discoveries and more faster way of making money. And not only that, in the thing of he becoming wanting to be rich or to gain more, what he did is he started disrespecting the living earth, which was just like a Mother Earth. What we saw is now man starts recognizing monoculture replaced diversity. What we come to know is there was a raw material and dead matter. Raw material and dead matter is one thing, was replaced a vibrant earth. So earlier the lively earth which was there, now we just wanted to have the raw material out of the earth, and that is equal to a dead matter. So I wanted to do mining. So when I want to do mining, I just didn't think what damage I am going to do on the earth. Just I went on digging for what all materials I wanted. Either wanted to get gold, either I wanted to get steel, iron, bauxite, or whatever it is. Mining activities started taking place where it thought that I can just go on digging the mother earth just to get the raw material for what I wanted for my industry. That is the steel industry, the gold industry, or the industries which depended on the particular minerals. And like that only, it replaced the vibrant earth once it was so lively. And terra nullius, the empty land ready for occupation regardless of the presence of indigenous people. So earlier, terra nullius, which was an empty land already occupied, but regardless of the presence of indigenous people, huge forests used to be there where the people used to live in the forest. Those are the indigenous people like Red Indians in the Amazon forest who used to, that was replaced by terra mother, the mother earth. And next what we come to know is this philosophy goes back to nearly where we come across one of the modern science. This philosophy goes back to Francis Bacon. So when we talk about Francis Bacon, he was called as the father of modern science. He said, science and inventions that result do not merely exert a gentle guidance over nature. So according to him, he says science and inventions. So where science is there, definitely there are inventions in science, and there are just like a gentle guidance. It should be a gentle guidance. It should not be in a violent way. Of course, they have the power to conquer and subdue her, to shake her to her very foundation. So what man does is, see, he has got the power to conquer the mother earth as he wants, and he can make her submissive, what he wants, in a way that he can shake the mother earth to her very foundation itself. So how much we can take, that much only we can take. But if you just go on digging and making her hurt to such an extent where the damages are nothing other than they are going to damage us itself. So we see the deforestation effect of the deforestation. When we do the deforestation, what happens? So landslides, floods, and scarcity of water, food, and other things, fodder, all such things happen because of the destruction of this thing. Same thing in any of the raw materials you just want to take and just leave it. For your greed, you go on digging the mother earth. There also, because of that, the effect is there borne on the man. And here, that is what Francis Bacon says. And merely exert a gentle guidance over nature's course, they have the power to conquer and subdue her and shake her to her very foundation. That's what he says. And next, one more philosopher, that is a philosopher and a historian by the name Carolyn Merchant. What she says is, points out this shift of perceptive from nature as living. So the understanding, what we think that the mother earth, she is just a living being. Nature as a living, nurturing mother, the caring mother. She is just like a mother earth, is just like a mother to us, and who takes care of us, nurturing mother to inherit. And now it is dead and multiple, that manipulable matter as well suited to the activities that would lead to capitalism. So once you are after money, so earlier Mother Earth, we just respected her just like a mother. and we give, she also breathes, she also lives with her, and just we used to give respect to the mother earth. But as man became more greedy and greedy, where he wanted to make money, capitalism, where he wanted to do, he was not satisfied what he got, he wanted more and more. He started doing the destruction of the earth in the name of deforestation, mining, and all the other parts what he could use in the nature. And that became one of the things that would lead to capitalism. The domination images created by Bacon and other leaders of the scientific revolution replaced those of nurturing earth. Like that, removing a culture constant on the exploitation of nature. So here what we see is the exploitation of nature, according to Caroline Merchant, was one does not readily slay a mother. So nobody goes to cut the throat of a mother. One does not readily slay a mother. Dig into her eternals for gold. Dig into her eternals, into her stomach for the gold what is there, or multitude a body, or cut the body into small pieces. That is how Merchant wrote. See how much greedy man has got, that is, he is exploiting the mother earth. That is, though knowing that she is the mother, he slits her throat just for his greed. And just he goes on, after killing also he is not satisfied. He goes on digging the mother earth's womb for what? For the gold he wants, the minerals he wants. Not only that, he is not satisfied that in the deforestation, of the name of the deforestation, he goes on multituding her body into small parts here and there, and that is what we see that has been done, and Merchant wrote in a explanation. So this is how we see Caroline Merchant giving a explanation of what is the effect of the people's domination over earth according to her. So thank you children. Here I am going to stop the lesson today, and I will be continuing the next part in the other class. Thank you.